Hello everyone, this is Charlie with GearVault.com. I wanted to make a short video to help determine what dual rectifier you may have, some things to look for to see if you have the diamond in the rough. We could start by looking at the small logo. Older models, I think 1994 and prior, had the smaller logos before they went switched to the bigger logo. All 2-channel rectifiers like this one, 2-channel, is going to be older as well. I think not sure what year they stopped making the 2-channel rectifier, but if you have a 3-channel, then it's going to be definitely after 2000. Another thing to look for is the covering. If it has leather toe locks like this has, that's going to indicate that you have an older rectifier. Most importantly, without tearing it apart, we can look at the serial numbers. The serial numbers, I get a light here, it's going to be right there. So you have this one here is R0503. So this is one of the last pre-500s made. I do believe R0505 was the last 500 with the revision D. So next we're going to take the chassis out to determine what exactly this rectifier is. First we're going to go by taking off our protector. It's a funky little thing here. Newer rectifiers don't have these kind of latches. These ones just pop off. Mark 4s, the Mesa Boogie Mark 4 use these for their foot switches that go in back. Next we're going to want to take out the tubes. Very important. Tubes are very delicate. When you pull a tube out, I suggest put your finger over the top, slightly wiggle, pull upward. When you lift up, the top hits the wood of your finger instead of the tube hitting it, which is bad. It could break. So put your finger over top of the tube like this, slightly wiggle to pull it out. I'm going to go ahead and pull all the tubes. Got to be careful on wiggling back and forth because you could break the guides off. These guides here can crack and break off rather easily. I've done that before. It's not much fun. So in video 2, the next video, I'm going to stop this one here and position the amplifier so we could take the preamps out too, but then I'm going to position the amplifier so we can get to the screws on the bottom. Okay, we're back with the Mesa Boogie Dual Recto. We're going to want to take out 4 of these screws. These are the chassis bolts. I'm going to use the electric drill on these. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because when you take these out, you want to make sure that you hold the chassis so it doesn't fall when you're taking these out, because you have to slide it out very carefully. Okay, so we're back. We have the chassis out. Simply take out the 4 bolts and here you go. Next we're going to look at the transformers. You can look at these serial numbers here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them because they're stamped into black. Appears to be hard to see here. But you look at those numbers, and if you have the line the choke up, or the number up with this one here is an E1A 606-036. That's an important number that tells you that this is an older model. You can line those up with the other older models. Here's the same thing. It's EIA 606-209. That's a tool that you can use. Another good thing is you flip this over here, and the technician's right in here. Right here. This one was 8/17/92. 1992. These here are the batteries. You got to be very careful. Don't put your fingers in here unless you discharge it, which I haven't done. So you don't want to be monkeying around in here too much. So we know this one was made in 8/19/1992. And here's the revision. Look on the circuit board here. Right behind this battery, you can see the revision. Let me see if I can get a light in so we can see it more clearly. Not sure if you can see it on video or not, but it says RF-1D. This here is a revision D. The first pre500 revisions were the revision C's. They made those up to right around the 250th or so. Then the additional like 250 on up to the 500s, 505 were revision D. And then they moved up to the revision E, which you don't see around too much, or more rare. And then they made the revision F, and the current ones today are revision G. There's more dates inside there. This circuit board is 7/1992. I don't know if you can see that, but this is what we have inside the old pre500 dual rectos. Here's another stamping that's important, is EIA 606-226. And there we have it, the pre500 chassis. If you have any questions, you can contact me on gearmonkey.com. It's gear-monkey.com. And also come and check out the gear-vault.com. Thank you.